Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of our FM19 Journeyman in charge of Troyes in the Liga 1. And we have two more games in the league today. First up, a home game against Nice and then an away game at Saint-Etienne, a team which we did very well against last season, so hopefully that can be a good showing from us. So, we're going with the same lineup. You can't really change it after you win 4-1. There is only one little change, and that is Elan Bordas is in the side for Erle Schilling. He kind of has to be, really. It's Elan Bordas. He's one of our better players. And one thing which I haven't really shown so far is how our wage structure has changed. And you can see that players like Dorian Marietti got a new contract in between the last episode and this one. He's now on 21,000 a week. Elan Bordas went up to 17,000. Mysonial's had a big boost up to 12.5. Zacharias Antonio is our next one on 8 that wasn't here, that didn't come in this window. So yeah, our wages are really starting to go up and we're starting to push that sort of, not necessarily a hard wage cap, but sort of our wage structure is certainly starting to allow for some higher wages, especially on our more important players, which I think is going to be great to see, as it can just help get those better players into our side. So, well, let's get into this first game. We've got Nice, who are, I believe, newly promoted. I don't remember playing them last season at the very least, so hopefully we can put in a good performance, because we obviously had a very dominant win in the last game against Köln, and I'd like to try and keep that going, if at all possible. As they've got, well, again, as we say quite a lot, a similar formation to us. No names that I really recognise on there, so hopefully we can go out there and put in just another good performance, and another dominant win would be absolutely great. We're favourites for a reason. It gets a bit of a reaction off of Grandsar, but that is it. Not too much going on there, so let's get underway, and hopefully more goals. I would love to see us scoring 3 or 4 goals again. Well, there is a highlight. The ball's all the way back in their box and they're forced to pump it out. It's about half an hour into the game, but they've just beaten both of our defenders. Mooney strikes, but it is saved by Mysonial, but it should not be that easy for them to just skip past our defence with one man. So, half-time, and it's 0-0, the only chance really coming from them. So let's get a bit aggressive. Let's say I'm far from pleased. The only player there looking stressed is Elan Bordas, so let's just try and calm him down and say, you weren't bad, I believe you can still improve, and that has made him look motivated. So, well, we turned that around quite nicely there. Now, hopefully, let's go out into this second half and just at least see something. They've got a throw in here. It's in our half, and we need to try and win this ball back and try and create a chance. But right now, they're the ones in possession. Lorente plays out to Curiate on the right, but Antonio cuts out the cross brilliantly. And now we have a chance to attack as Marietti lumps one forward. Preti on the end of it. He's he's not one-on-one at all, but he picks up his own rebound. It's been a while since I've called a one-on-one that's not a one-on-one, but, well, it was a good chance, and we managed to make something of it at least, but unfortunately couldn't get it into the net. 74 minutes in and we're just not seeing enough, so I'm going to make a couple of changes. I'm first of all going to bring on Bakwa on this right-hand side as a supporting inside forward, maybe? Yeah, that seems like a decent enough idea. We'll go for a supporting inside forward on the left, and then I'd like to change something in the middle of the park, but we don't have Passo available to us. So I think I'm just going to leave it as it is for now and just, well, make Bakwa our only change, and hopefully this can inspire something. Still nothing going on. I'm going to try Mawessa on this left flank as an attacking winger, I guess, and then also make Bakwa attacking as well. And we just need to try and get something. We've been 0-0 and it's been a very quiet game, but, well, as these last few minutes are flying by, it looks like this is the way it's going to stay. And it's a draw. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's a very uneventful draw. And despite the fact we had all these shots, we barely saw any of them, which is quite worrying, if I'm going to be honest. I would have liked to have seen more and at least know that the chances we created were good chances. I'm just going to be aggressive. Actually, no, let's just calmly say I'm not happy. That, simply put, was not good enough. A lot of them there looking fired up. We need to be doing better against sides like Nice than just picking up a 0-0 draw. I don't think we should just be settling for that. But we've got a game against Saint-Etienne coming up, a team which we are quite good against. We've beat them twice very dominantly, so hopefully we can have some more of that today. So here we are for game number 2, the game against Saint-Etienne, and there is one change to the side. Bakwa is in at right wing due to a suspension to Grandsar. He's out for the one game, which is just this one. So yeah, Bakwa comes in as a supporting inside forward on that right-hand side. Hopefully he can have a good impact. It's his first start for us, so I'd like to see some good contributions from him. So, let's get underway, and hopefully no more 0-0s. Hopefully no more games where we don't get a goal, because frankly, it's not good enough, as they've got a 4-4-2. And like I've said a couple of times, Saint-Etienne, a team we are good against, as, well, no reaction from anything the assistant said, which is not a great start. But hopefully, like I said last time, we can see the reaction on the pitch. We've got a throw in here, and Horn's going to look to pick out Bakwa, who nods down to Marietti, but the cross isn't quite there. Parmentier on the loose ball, though, but they managed to win it, and now they're the ones coming forward. Amrani plays forward to Carlier, and we're trying to force him out wide here, but he cuts inside, gets the cross away, and they manage to score. And now it seems like it's going to count too. To me, there was maybe a suspicion that it might have just been, I don't know, a little bit of rough and tumble in the box, but, well, no, it's 1-0 to them, less than 10 minutes in, which frankly isn't good enough. And it's disappointing. Also, a little bit of a suspicion of offside, but not really. So let's just bounce back. Let's try and just get another goal immediately after. Well, there is a highlight here with less than a minute to go of added time in the first half, but so far they're the ones on the ball and they're pushing forward. They take a strike. Mysonio manages to keep it out, but it goes out for a corner, and I was hoping this was going to be in our favour, but so far certainly doesn't look that way. As they flick in the corner, we half clear, but they strike over the bar, and it does look like we're going to be going into the second half with a 1-0 deficit, which is rubbish, to be honest. Well, last season they certainly weren't the strongest side. We haven't played them yet this year, and there's not really far enough into the season to judge how good they are, but I still feel like we should be doing better. So let's get aggressive, say show me something else, and hopefully we can come out and play a bit better, to be honest. We haven't even seen a chance from us this game, and that's unacceptable. They've got a throw in deep in their own half, and, well, they're going to be looking to try and work it forward. We need to get this ball back. We need to be having some chances of our own. And, well, frankly, we aren't, to be honest. They're running forward. Horn goes for it, can't quite snatch it away, though. They manage to retain the ball, and they're going to have another chance here, aren't they? Coco out on this right-hand side is going to look for a cross. He finds it. They head just wide. It looked like Mysonio would have had that covered anyway if it was on target, but it's still not good to see them being the ones with the shots, and maybe something needs to change here. Not a great game here from Preti, not a good game from Bakwa. Let's try and change up Bakwa's role. Let's make him an attacking inside forward. And let's go for... I'm just going to keep Preti on, I think. He scored 2 goals in the first 2 games. I've still got a bit of faith he can do something, as we do have a throw-in. We give it to Asay, and it's back to Quimena. And, well, maybe we can find our first chance of the game that we actually see here, if we can hold the ball, if we can manage to create something. Parmentier being forced backwards, but, well, we seem to be dealing with it fairly well as we go all the way back to our keeper, pump forward, and now here's our chance. We play a long ball forward, backward to Preti. He's one-on-one. That one actually was a one-on-one, but, well, shades of Noé Stefan as he pumps it straight at the keeper, and, well, they have a goal kick. It's another highlight. We need this ball back, and we need it back now. Horn chasing it down, but can't get there. It's a great challenge, though. Absolutely outstanding from Horn. Unfortunately, Bordas' flick on, not quite good enough. And they're the ones coming forward once again. Diop on the ball. Come on, win this back, please. They flick it across. Horn knocks her out. Manages to clear the immediate danger. The second cross blocked. That one headed clear. Maybe this time we can finally keep possession and maybe try and find a chance. Preti forward to Asay. Takes on the defender. Strikes. And Derek Asay gets his 3rd of the season. Assisted by Matteo Preti. And, well, 1-1. And he said 3-1. Then it's because it's his 3rd goal of the season. But at least we managed to get something. This is a great ball forward here. Backward to Preti was very good, but then this touch here by Asay rounds the defender, strikes from a long way out, and puts it straight under the keeper. Still half an hour left to go, and still every chance we can take this game, as there is a highlight straight from kickoff. Can we win this ball back? Can we make this ours, or will it be in their favour? Highlights from kickoff, normally quite dramatic, normally quite close, so well, I'm hoping it can be in our favour, if I'm being honest, as they're looking to push forward, and so far they're retaining the ball well. It's a great ball forward. Carlier strikes, and no sooner do we equalise than they take the lead back. And, well, it's a good goal, isn't it? It's not much else to say. He managed to beat Remain very well here, and he just got so much space out here. Look, nobody on him at all. The ball forward could not have been simpler, and Mysonio just falls over, which is... it's just poor all around, to be honest. We didn't even get a touch of the ball from when they kicked off. We're 80 minutes in, and I just don't know what to do, if I'm being honest. We've bought in depth, but then they all go and get injured, so maybe we just haven't bought in enough. I'm just going to carry on with what we've got for these last 10 minutes and hope that, well, we can try and find something. It's time to get creative, but it just seems too late, if I'm being honest. There's 3 minutes added on, and it's going to be our first defeat of the season. And it's not good enough. It just isn't. There's nothing else to say. We managed to score 1, but then immediately conceded straight after. Just 2 poor games today. It's a 0-0 against Nice and then a 2-1 defeat against Saint-Etienne, and to be frank, that's just rubbish. So, far from pleased. I don't care if Derek Asay looked stressed. He did well to get a goal for himself, and he got man of the match, so I can see why he looked a bit stressed, to be honest, but, well, we needed to win, to be honest. We just needed to win. Now, hopefully, when we start to get some players back, we can get back to winning ways. We're still in the top half, so nothing to be too worried about yet, but I want us to bounce back sooner rather than later. I don't want to go too long without a win. So, let's wrap this up here. Tomorrow's episode will be up at 5:30, and that will contain games against Monaco and Nantes. Massive game there against Monaco, so hopefully it's not really the one you want after your first defeat, but well, hopefully we can put up a good performance. Maybe the bigger fixture will inspire us to play better. So yeah, like I said, that'll be up at 5:30, or you can subscribe to get that into your feed, whichever you prefer. Follow the Twitter, join the Discord, and get involved in the discussion that's going on in there. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow, and have a wonderful night. Goodbye.